All right, good afternoon, everyone. It is 1 o'clock Central, so we will get started. Thank you for tuning in to today's webinar, New Agriculture Product Review. My name is Emily Winnesdorfer. I am on the marketing team here at Realityworks. I'll be behind the scenes assisting our lead presenter today, Jamey McIntosh. Jamey is one of our product managers here at Realityworks and has been with us for a little over 9 years. He came to us with an extensive education background as a former educator that taught in Wisconsin and in Colorado. His topics cover student engagement, technology in the classroom, gaming, filling the skills gap, business education, and various agriculture and welding topics. He is an awesome resource for today's webinar, so I will go ahead and pass things over to Jamey to get us going.
All right, thank you very much, Emily. I want to thank everyone for being here today and taking the time with us. It is a fun kind of opportunity here to be able to share our newest products that we are bringing to the market this year in 2021. So as you can see around me here, there are a lot of different products that we have, and we're just going to walk through each one and kind of talk about what the different products are that we bring to the table. Before we get started, though, again, this is a Zoom meeting, so a few reminders for us here. If you have questions throughout the presentation, you can go ahead and go down to the chat area and ask questions. And if I miss it during the talk, we'll have a question and answer session at the end and be happy to get to you at that time. There's also options here with our product lineup as we are bringing out new products right now. We are going to talk kind of the new products, but anything that we have brought out before or during 2020 or before, you can also get this online and see our free opportunity to get curriculum for those products. So you can go to there and get the curriculum that is included in all of our product lines at our COVID-19 response page. And all you have to do is go down to the guides and curriculum. And when you get there, you can then jump in and start focusing on what is available in different resources for the curriculum side of our product lines. So today we're going to hit really all in the ag world and some of our new products. Again, the way we go about doing new product development is going out to you, the educator, talking to you, hearing what your needs are, and then creating products that fit within your needs and the simulations that work in agriculture education. So to kind of overview here, we'll start out with some of our areas in kind of the ag mechanics world. We'll talk about measurement math training kit. We'll go to our common weld joint kit. Then we're going to jump into our plant science world. We have new plant science products in a soybean plant model, our mini-hydroponic educational systems, and then we'll hit that animal science and that vet tech world. Our swine litter processing simulators, our butcher beef cuts models, our bovine fetal development models, and then our bovine birthing and ultrasound simulators. All of these products here are new in 2021, and they're also available where if you go to our website, realityworks.com, you can actually go and get a better visual, better understanding of each one of these that we're going to talk through today. So we're going to start right off the bat with our measurement and welding tool here. And this is a training tool, and you can see what we have is I have in front of me. You will get 5 sets of these boxes of our manipulatives. And inside here, what you have is you have our different manipulatives that you are going to be using with your students, allowing them to be doing different types of measurements, both for a caliper as well as for a tape measure. One of the things we've heard as a company, and we've heard you loud and clear, is that measurement math is something that students have a difficult time with. And so we've included 7 lessons, curricula here that allow you to talk through and work with your students, both as in standard and also in metric, allowing you to be able to teach your students this. But there's also an online component as well. So if you want to teach in the classroom, you can. If you want to have the students do it online and walk through it that way, they can go through that way as well. We also have then workbooks that go along with these measuring kits here that allow you to be able to kind of have your students learn through proper measurement. So kind of to talk through it again, you have two options here. You can do an online self-paced curriculum where the students can go through the lessons one at a time, and then every workbook lesson matches and interacts with that lesson. Now, if you would rather do it as a whole class, you can do the classroom teaching. We have PowerPoint slides. We have the teacher guides where you can walk through everything as a class. And then again, the measurement tools and then the workbooks work with it. Now you get a 20 pack of workbooks, but if you want extras, you can also add extras on there as well. So to share with you here as well, I want to also show you the online version of this as well. So I'm going to just switch the visual here to our online version where you can actually go in here, and this is our online system that walks through students, and there again are 7 lessons where the students can go through, learn these things on their own. As they go through, there are questions for them to submit and answer and see, did they get it right? Did they not get it right? Where are they learning and are they doing it correctly or incorrectly? It gives all of the same kind of curriculum pieces that you would then see in a classroom setting, but it can be a self-paced for your students as well. So there is that online version. And then you also have the ability to show and do that same teaching in the classroom. The other great piece about this is that it's workbook based. So you can then have your students do activities, learn how to measure correctly, check to see if they're right, make sure that they do it right, and then be able to use it over again and having them go over and do it over and over again. So it's that componentry for you to be able to have your students be able to use that, to be able to understand. And it might be at the beginning of the school year, it might be in the middle, might be throughout, but it is something where your students can continue to learn in that world. Now, there are 7 lessons with that. It starts with metric and standard reading. It moves into how to read a ruler and a tape measure using manipulatives, and then how to read a caliper. And then it gets into things like conversions and measurements and actually having students using decimals and fractions and going through those different pieces of the puzzle. So all in all, a great tool that can be used both in the classroom, and then it also can be used remotely for your needs as well. Our next product that I'm going to talk about here is our common welding joint kit. So our common welding joint kit is one where a lot of times in that ag mechanics class, in your welding classes, you want your students to do certain welds properly over and over again. And what we have is, and I have them sitting up front here, is these different types of welds done by a certified welding educator through AWS, making sure that you have examples of quality welds. So in this case here, you are able to have this every single time for your students to be able to understand and use. And it's something they can use it over and over again. It comes with a really nice carrying case where all these are put in. It also has flashcards that allow you to walk through and to understand what each weld is. So again, there are 10 welds in this. And so it's your butt joints, your groove joints, your T-joints, your lap joints, a pipe, and then intermittent welds as well, showing both the pitch and the length in those as well. So all of these here are exact replicas. We took those exact replica of a real weld, a qualified weld, and then molded right over top of them, allowing you to use it with your students, giving you flashcards to have students understand what the proper technique is, how they should be doing a certain weld, why they're doing the weld that they are doing. So common welding joint kit allows you to get those students up to speed, understanding, and then checking to make sure that they're doing their welds correctly every single time. Want to jump into our next world, which is our plant science world. We're bringing in more and more plant science plant science products here. And one of those products that we are bringing forward here is a soybean plant model. And so I'm going to bring this to the front here and show you a little bit of this plant model. We have the actual soybean here, and want to share with you a little bit is this model has kind of all the representation of a real life-size soybean plant. And so in this case, we have 30 different soybeans, the pods themselves, and they go through the different cycle here. So you can see it as they mature and where they're going to be maturing, and then goes up to all the way up to our flowers here and the blooming of them as well. So we have different stages to show. It allows you to be able to see. It has the ability to see the root system and the nodes there for you to be able to teach and to have the students understand, allowing you to use something like this anytime, anywhere, allowing you to have an actual soybean plant in your classroom whenever you need to teach on it, whenever you're going to walk through it. So it walks through all the different features, and then again comes with a curriculum that allows you to be able to show the different stages, what students should be looking for healthy soybean plants. Our next product here is our mini-hydroponic system. And our mini-hydroponic system is something that we found to be very helpful for educators with our other hydroponic products, in the sense that it allows students to learn different growing modalities. And so what we're trying to do again is give you different options. And so in this case here, it comes with not just one of these, this is one of them here, but we give you 5 of our mini hydroponic student systems. It's a 5-pack. So you get 5 of these, not just the one shown here. Each one of them has a tray or plant sites, so you can actually be able to put into your plant sites. But the really neat and unique thing about this is that this allows you to have multiples of these in your classroom for them to be able to grow in different methods and different methodologies. And so as you look at these 5 different hydroponic systems that you have, we also have beds for your tray beds here for your ebb and flow, your deep water culture, your ebb and flow tray, and then also for microgreens, allowing you to do 3 different types of growing, in the sense of ebb and flow and deep water culture are 2 different types of actual hydroponic type growing, allowing students to try different types of growing. And then we also have a tray for your microgreens, allowing your students to be able to then test and be able to grow microgreens, again, helping in maybe the culinary world, helping in your growing in your greenhouse, giving students that understanding of different growing methodologies that you might want to use in your classroom for your students. All this then comes with a nice curriculum, teaching these different things. And with the 5 sets, the student pack of 5 sets, you have 12 sites per. So you have over 60 different sites you can be growing in, and having your students each at different stages of the growing process and being able to grow different things. So they can be challenging each other and experimenting with the different things that they may need and want based on what their interests are. And so you can have a lot of different growing things, again, in a very nice tabletop manner, allowing you to grow a lot of different focuses in this mini hydro system. Well, with that being said, those are 2 of our plant science products. We're going to jump over and go into our animal science products now and kind of work with some different animal science focuses here. Now, as we kind of get into that world, this is something where, again, all of these things are online and available for you to be able to go and see and to be used as well. So the first one we're going to talk about is our swine litter processing simulators. In this case here, we have our swine litter processing piglets. And this, as you can see, we have one here, and I move this here so you can see back there. We have 4 other of our piglets on the shelf behind me over here. But all these piglets are going to come, and they're going to have some similarities and some differences in this sense. So our swine litter processing has 4 of these piglets, allowing each student or groups of students to be able to come and to use these different piglets. Now, with them come teeth, and these are removable. You get packs of these teeth where they can actually put them in and then do teeth clipping on them. All right. It comes with the ability to do castration, where you can actually feel for the testicles and actually pull out and do the castration on the animal as well. We have a ability to actually show the cutting and how you would actually do that. It comes with tails that can actually be docked. and being able to show how you'd want to do that, and having students actually go through the snipping of it and feeling the tension and how that's going to do that. And then also our ears, we have ear notching as well. So with this, you can actually take these ears, you can notch them, and then it is a removable ear. And so you can, after using it, you can put in a new one. And so this all comes with replacement parts that is also for it. So you can use this over and over and over again. So each piglet has replacement parts and is able to change and see them. We also have the ability to check for the nipples and be able to see where their nipple count is. We also have the ability where you can look and see and show on the neck place where you're going to do any type of iron injection in that world. So these set of four, again, just to kind of walk through, come with the ability to do cutting and notching. Okay, we give you the tools as well with this, so then you can castrate, you can do teeth clippings, you can dock the tails, and you can also do ear notching. Now, we have done a lot of research, and you can see here kind of showing you the size is in that typical size of when you're going to be doing this. And so the size is pretty accurate to where you want it to be. And then again, we also like to check to see what do they look like and how does it fit to the real thing. So you probably can see the difference there, but thought it was kind of a fun little show there to be able to see those. All right, our butcher beef cuts is our next product that I want to talk through and work with you in that world. So our butcher beef cuts here is another product that we brought out, really focusing on how can we help you and your students understand what is it like to be able to butcher and then to cut apart or know the different meat cuts of a actual steer. And so in this situation, our model is a lifelike, realistic model. Again, it is that kind of a harder plastic, rubberized plastic that you're going to be able to use, but it has 21 different parts or cuts that you can then show and interact with. And so all these different parts come apart, they're magnetized. Now, I don't have, because as you can see, that I don't have enough room to be able to show the whole thing, but you can see the different parts of it. I did bring in a few pieces of it, where in this case, we have the ability to actually see the different parts and how that they are available for you to be able to both put together, and then the different cuts allow you, because it's magnetized, you can actually pull it apart and then see where the cut would actually go, how that would be, and be able to pull it apart. Now, with this, again, there are 4 primal sections that we have. All right, it is almost 5 feet in length for the actual product here. So it's about half size of a real scale beef here. And so with this, we then have cut it apart and allow you to be able to take it apart in different types of primals, from your chuck, your rib, your loin, and then your round primal. Each one of these primals are able for you then to be able to take apart, put back together, show students where you would make your cuts, what is on the inside, how it looks, what are the different parts that you're going to want to do. And again, we have a curriculum that we worked with professors from different colleges to make sure that this is fitting in with both that high school and then that college level understanding in the butcher beef cuts world that is there. Lastly here then, what I'm just showing is the different sides of the primals here, where it breaks apart into really the 4 sections. And then also, you can also then break it apart even farther down into more exact cuts. All of these really focus then on trying to get that muscle profiling, being able to see. So we have things like different colorations showing the different parts, from the red being the meat to the muscle parts, some of the fat being the fat, or the tan being the fat parts, and going through and being able to show all the different parts of the different features that you would actually have on a live or on a butchered steer. So The next one that we have in this world is looking at our bovine fetal development. And now we're kind of going to go into and get into that vet tech world. We're still into the animal science world, but start to kind of move into that world of that bovine fetal development models. So in this case, one of that bovine kind of focuses that we have is our models of fetal development or fetal calves while they go through the development stages. And so I have different models here from our that show the different stages from our 3-4 month, 5 to 6 month, and then our 7 to 8 month models. And in each model, it gives different types of features. Okay. Now we have 3 corpus luteum models as well. And then we have the 5 different bovines kind of jumping and moving through the development of these different models here for you, allowing your students to be able to see the different kind of features that these that would be at each stage of development, and then also being able to allow them to see the differences from one stage to the next and what has changed and what is happening in those different stages. So in this case here, you can see that sequence of development as you go of what was present and what's not present and when does it happen. And that's what these models show and feature, is that changing that comes along with it. So in this case, again, bringing forward those different types of models, allowing your students to be able, again, touch and feel, see, understand the feeling of it, what's happening, and how it actually interacts as the pregnancy progresses and what stages are happening with these animals. Again, there's curriculum that goes with this, allowing students to get that understanding as they go into the different kind of stages of birth before birth takes place. Now, the other one that we have, our largest model here, our largest simulator, and I'm going to just kind of move a few things so you can be able to see this, is our bovine birthing and ultrasound simulator. So this is our largest model we have, and it is a full kind of replica, a lifelike back end of a pregnant cow. And then it is also the birthing ability of our calf itself. So I have it sitting back here, and the great features about this product is that in this case here, you can actually open it up here. It has a hide that allows you to open up and see inside the cow itself, being able to see where the different landmarks, the different features of the cow is. So you have the ability to understand where the calf is coming out of, where the pelvic bone is, and how to then how that could be a problem or could be needed to be maneuvered around for that calf and that lifelike calf that's going to be born. Now, another feature of this is the calf itself. So I'm going to pick up our calf here, all right, and show you. Here is our calf. Our calf is just around 30 pounds. So it's something that can be 25 and 30 pounds. So it can be something that can be picked up. It has lifelike features in the sense of it has the movement of the neck and the ability for it to be really kind of put in different locations when it's actually be birthed. If I set it down here, it has a tail that then can be pulled on and be used in that process or be worked on. And then it has the feet as well. As I maneuver here, I can actually move these feet in different locations and the hooves as well, and the legs, excuse me, as I can move this to then be able to show different types of birthing scenarios that I might have for this product. So again, it has that dead weight, allowing you to really be able to feel and move through the birthing process and get an understanding. Inside of the birthing simulator itself, it has ability to actually put that into the simulator and then actually birth it. And I'll show you a few pictures here in just a little bit. All this comes with then a curriculum that's included with this, allowing you to really teach students what are the issues that can happen with birthing and then actually have them do it. walk through that simulation over and over again, learning how to do that. All right. So in this case here, we actually have some pictures here of pulling the calf as we are working with different tech colleges to actually make sure that we are getting that realism the whole way through and using it properly for all of our pulling of the calf in this case. So our friends over at North Central Tech College, Dr. Elizabeth, actually went through and has used this and kind of just showing you the ability that you have. You can put straps on it. You can put chains on it. You can actually pull this through and be able to actually manipulate it as it's coming out, allowing you to interact and to move it from side to side, and then pull it all the way out, and then repeat that process over and over again, allowing you to be able to manipulate it and get it to the different places that you need to then be successful in birthing of that calf. So in this case, it allows you to do the pulling and the birthing of the calf. It allows you to understand what's going on inside. Another great feature of this product is that it has ultrasound capabilities. So in this case, we have our probe that allows you to actually go in and to the back end here of our cow and actually go inside and probe through and then be able to show different things from our pregnancy diagnostic to our practice, and you can simulate, you can practice, and then it also allows you to do some testing. And so inside here, as we go through, it focuses on 20 different simulations and allows you, or scenarios, and allows you to be able to go in and see. Now, we're not training you to become a full-time ultrasound here and in ultrasound and veterinary. What we are doing is showing students be able to go in and be able to see what's going on and be able to find different situations that might be there and getting a visual understanding of what's going on, being able to see what's inside and what's happening, and then be able to get some firsthand knowledge of, okay, that's what it might look like if you were going to do some ultrasound and going through that. So again, allowing you to be able to go and see different ultrasounds and being able to understand. So that is our other product and part of the product of our birthing and ultrasound simulator. So with that said, that's kind of a walkthrough of our different product lineups. From again, we have different products in the welding world and our measurement math world for some of that ag mechanic and understanding. And then we also have our plant science products from our soybean plant and our hydroponic units. And then we also have this kind of view and what we've heard is wanting to get that what was being taught and being done outside, bring it into the classroom and being able to have students to simulate from birthing to understanding fetal development to being able to do swine litter processing. So trying to bring these products to you that you have. So we have a few minutes here. Any questions that we have that we can answer?
Yeah, Jamie, it looks like there was a question that came up when you were talking about the swine litter, and it was how much on average do the replacement parts cost?
Yeah, great question. So with the swine litter here, okay, you are going to get the teeth, and I can take them out and you can put them in and you can clip the teeth. You can take the ears out, put the ears back in. All right. The tail is a great feature here where you get a certain amount of tail and it just keeps on coming out, and you can keep clipping and clipping. But again, at some point, like you're asking, you're going to need to replace these parts. So we give, you get 4 sets, you get about 80 to 100 uses with the piglets, all the piglets together. And so we do have replacement parts. On average, you're looking at your cost for all of it combined, you're probably looking in the 149 price range there, okay? Allowing you to then replenish into that world.
Awesome. And then is there anywhere that they can find out more information on these products?
Yes, of course. So the other thing that you can do is go to our website, and I guess it's kind of small down here, but you can see realityworks.com, and at realityworks.com, you can actually go there and are able to move or to be able to see all of our products. And I will just jump there real quick, just so you're able to see that and see where I'm going. So then you have that understanding. So let me jump to that website here real quick, our website. All right. So our website here, realityworks.com, all you need to do is go to products. Once you're in products, there's agriculture. You can go down to 2021 new ag products. So again, that's products. You go down to 2021 new ag products. You click on that. Now you can just hit agriculture and it goes to all of our products. But if you're looking specifically for our newest products, they are all there. You can then click on what you're looking for and be able to get more in-depth understanding for each one of these with different pictures, different curriculum and specifications for you to be able to look at. So that allows you to go in there and see that.
Awesome. And I did include that link directly in the chat if anybody wants just to click right there. And I'm not seeing any other questions coming through at this time, Jamie.
All right, well, thank you very much. And yes, the best place is to go there. You can see there. If you have questions, you can ask from our website. We do have our salespeople in different regions of the United States that can get to you and be able to help you in that world as well. So if you have questions, feel free to ask us. We'd love to answer those questions for you and help you kind of see what your needs are. And going to the website is a great place. But again, these are our newest products, trying to help you in the education classroom, in the ag education classroom for this. So hopefully you can see these things. And if you have needs, feel free to be able to ask those questions, and we want to be able to help you in the education world. So thank you for your time and have a great day.